Good afternoon. We're here in Washington, D.C. at what was formerly Black Lives Matter Plaza. And today marks the day that they started to tear it down. And we are on location. Thank you for joining us for this historic day. Signs are off the building. I'm sorry. This is a giant jackhammer. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me. And I am standing on the letters as we speak. The holes have already begun to be pounded into the bricks here. Cars are still driving down the plaza here. But there are no signs on the buildings anymore. As you can see, the plaza is a straight shot from the front of the White House. Yes, I believe so too. So I'm standing on the plaza now, and as you can see, that is our White House straight down the lane here. And this is St. John's. That when Black Lives Matter was rioting, they lit this church on fire and did extensive damage that it has since been restored from. And this is a very important Christian church, the closest one to the White House. Presidents have had services in here, including President Trump. And there were a lot of burnings and a lot of damage done, and people were killed in what they call the Summer of Love, which was the Black Lives Matter riots. So we're on what was Black Lives Matter Plaza, where they are tearing down Black Lives Matter. This is no longer Black Lives Matter Plaza. I hope they put Children's Lives Matter. I think that would be universal for all of us and help promote unity. I think it should be Children's Lives Matter. If we're going to single out any one group, let's single out the children. Let's all to come together over the children. That's my suggestion. I think that's something that we could all agree on, that our efforts would be better focused on saving our children. Children's lives matter. It says so in the Bible. There's Nadine wearing her Luigi hat. She thinks Luigi's life matters. So they've already begun. As you can see, they've already begun with the initial punctures in the brick. And then all the letters will come up. This is no longer Black Lives Matter Plaza.
What's happening, really?
Yep. What do you think? Could we do Children's Lives Matter? I think we could all come together over that. I really do.
Everybody agrees on that.
I think that'd be awesome. We need unity, less division.
Wow.
Yeah. What do you think?
Just surprised. I figured we would have heard about this.
It just started today, so all the posting is just happening today.
Okay.
Yeah, some of the bigger names than mine are coming down, and they're going to be covering it. And yeah, so I'm GloryBee Freedom, then Benny Johnson will be coming down, and already some of the more left-leaning media has come down. So it's really interesting that this one thing has affected so many, no matter which way you lean.
Yeah.
So
you've gotten some kind of confirmation that that's what they're doing. They're not just like repaving it or something.
No, they're definitely tearing it down. Yes, this is an order directly from President Trump.
Well, he doesn't control this street.
Well, apparently he does. The mayor's getting Mayor Bowser's getting a lot of blast back because people feel like she bowed down to the Republicans, I guess, for doing this. But
ultimately, it's her call, right?
So what happened was he just put in a bill that if they don't take it off, they're gonna get rid of a couple $100 million for DC roads. So it's like funded. Yeah.
Right. So is the plaza or lose your money for the DC roads, which are definitely beat you up when you're driving them all day.
Right. Although it's not as bad as New Orleans. It's where I used to
Yeah, New Orleans. Oh my God, Atlanta's gotten really bad too.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. I live in Annapolis and it's horrible, but that's a flood area. So
take it easy.
It's a lot of potholes. So yeah, God bless you, honey.
Amen.
Prayers for our country. You been out here all day?
No, I just was walking by.
Right. What do you think?
I'm not a fan of it.
No, of tearing it down.
Yeah.
You wish it would stay?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's right for congressional Republicans to be pressing DC like they have done.
Well, you want to tell me more? I mean, I'm willing to listen.
You bet.
Okay, thank you. Oh,
2 minutes.
who are you with?
Destination DC.
Destination DC?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm GloryBee Freedom.
Okay. How
Nice
you
to
doing?
see you. Good to see you. Yeah. It's a monumental day.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. I know that there are a lot of different opinions on this. I don't know how I feel about it, honestly.
What if it said Children's Lives Matter? You think that would be universal? We could all come together, everybody, no matter where you lean?
I'm sure that would bring people together.
I would hope so. All right. Y'all, somebody let President Trump know we want, and Mayor Bowser, we want children's lives matter. Because our children are in trouble. We need to put our focus on helping our kids.
I don't disagree with that.
Yep.
I do not disagree.
Modern day slavery with the trafficking and everything else. Let's have children's lives matter. Good to talk to you. Thank you.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hey, everybody. Hello, MC, Lisa, Bob, Jerry, Parte Bonza. Peaceful Drama got a new bed and got good sleep. That's a wonderful thing. Hi, Beverly, Jerry, Bob Cox, Robert Duncan. Good to see you. I will look for that picture. Thank you. Patriot Roy D. Good to see you. All right, we're all agreeing children's lives matter would be good. Did I see Wyoming girl in here? I like that. Shouldn't lean to either side. You're an American, act like it. I like that. People come together as Americans. So hopefully we'll get to have some drilling here soon. That'd be really good. There you can see the White House just straight away there. There's Wyoming girl. Hi. Thank you all so much for coming in. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. Hit that like button for me. It helps a lot. Some people are on the wrong side of history. Miss Angie, what do you feel like is the right side of history? The boys are watching the equipment. Okay, we'll give them some more close-ups. Hopefully we'll get some drilling going or something, so the boys can watch that. This is a good history lesson for homeschooling today. You're glad to see this 5-year mistake being corrected. Excellent, Miss Angie. I can totally agree with that. Totally agree. You're welcome, Lynn. Great to see you. I've missed you. Good to see you, honey. Praying everything's well with your family. So this what you're seeing in the yellow, this is the lettering. This is the lettering. This is what's coming down. And then the whole avenue is being renamed to I don't know what yet. But everyone hit your Congress members up and President Trump and tell them we like children's lives matter. That's a healing point. I'm going to do the same. So again, here are the letters. This is Black Lives Matter Plaza, which they made on the plaza right in front of St. John's Church that was burned on. It was set on fire by Black Lives Matter protesters, meaning that they were with Black Lives Matter. And there was a lot of damage done to this church, this very important church. And it's since been restored. It's a beautiful old church. A lot of presidents have had services in there. President Trump has gone to service in here. And then right there is the White House, and behind it, the Washington Monument. So we're literally one block from the White House. They put Black Lives Matter. And I personally, when I first saw it, I thought that it was so in your face, like as a F you. I don't know how to, like shooting a bird. I felt like it was shooting a bird to our constitutional republic. And you know, I personally, I would have rather seen.
Do you transcribe? Do you use Alice or something? I do.
Martin Luther King Jr. Plaza. You know, if you wanted to make a statement, about Black lives that have mattered and made a big difference for our country and for all of us. I think Martin Luther King Jr. would have been a great choice. Maybe that's in the contention for renaming the plaza. But I think the Black Lives Matter movement is one thing, but the Black Lives Matter organization itself was absolutely an assault on the morals and values of our United States of America, because they looted, they stole from the money from their donors. They stole over $80 million from their donors, and they started the Black Lives Matter movement and stole from their donors. And then we wound up with a plaza named for it. And it just didn't make any sense to me. It really didn't. So I'm glad to see it gone. I pray that they'll respect someone who's done great things for our country as a whole, and not just focus on any one group. Yeah. Oh, because yellow roads should be for safety. Right. Yellow on the road. I agree. That's a good point, Wyman. Yeah. God bless America. Children's lives matter. Okay, let's make a new thing, y'all. Hashtag Children's Lives Matter. I love it. If anyone can't get on board with that, then they just all messed up and need help. Let's see if he'll talk to us. Hey, hon. Hey, will you talk to me?
Yeah, I'll talk to you. You gonna make a donation? You gonna pay repatriation?
For what?
For our ancestor, that your ancestors slave us.
My ancestors?
Yes,
That's very rude to say.
The Caucasian slave our ancestor. They stole our money,
Well,
our
let me
land,
ask you-
our resource. Why this minute in Africa you have benefited
Let
from
me
the
ask
wealth?
you this. How about Children's Lives Matter? Can we
Man,
come
listen,
together
we're
for the
not dealing
children?
with that right now.
Can we
This
come
is our
together for the
plaza.
children?
This is our plaza.
Because there's more slavery going on today than there ever
Who's
was.
responsible for it?
The trafficking.
Who's responsible
Oh my
for
gosh, the cartel.
No, don't give me
The
that.
bureaucrats.
Don't give me that. This is
there's
that
so many
racist-
people.
This is that racist bullshit you coming.
I didn't say anything racist.
Go back to cave of Europe.
I didn't say anything racist. Actually, you did.
Cave you come from.
God bless you. I'm going to pray for you.
God bless you.
I'm going to pray for your peace.
Because you used to enslave us. A white naked man and a cross.
I never enslaved anybody. I've been trafficked.
Homosexual.
I've been trafficked. Thank you. Jeez. What a shame.
I like your hair.
Thank you. Would you like to tell me how you feel about what's happening today? You're on the phone? Okay, thank you. Would you like to say anything?
I'm working with a network just like you.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Hey there. Are you crying? No. Okay. Bless you.
See, there's plenty of
Your great grandmother was brought over as a slave from Ireland. Can you get reparations? Oh my goodness, I think we just need healing. Well, and the frightening part is that there's too many people that feel that way. He didn't want to know who I was. He just wanted to blame me for what he sees as his oppression. And that's very sad. Thank you. I think that's really sad. You know, I would have preferred to have had a conversation with him. You know, there's truths about inequality You know, we do have a very much higher percentage of Black American males in prison, in our prisons across the country, that you can't deny those numbers. You can't. But I think that we've got to come together and rally over a point that that brings us together in unification to actually get something done about that problem. You know, so it's like, in tearing this down, I don't think it's saying that there aren't very real oppressions going on across our country. There are. But I just... Cliff. Oh, no. That's what I'm trying to get. That sun. There's our White House. Dean McLean, good to see you. Deborah, good to see you. Hi, Lee Bart. Thank you for joining me. Yes, Cliff. Absolutely. If I can have that brick. wait and get a piece of the brick from the yellow? The stoppers, the traffic stopper. Yeah, this is costing a pretty penny, that's for sure. But we had one man from DC who said that Mayor Bowser got strong-armed into doing this because he was going to hold back funding for the roads. And they definitely need the money for the roads. For sure. I am a citizen journalist, yes. Yes,
I'm doing research on Black Lives Matter Plaza, so I'm interviewing people who would be willing to talk to me. So.
Right. That's okay. Oh my gosh. Are you getting some good information?
Well, it's not so much information, but some perspective, different people's perspective.
Right. Oh, that's great. Well, here's my perspective. I think we could do Children's Lives Matter, and everybody could come together over that if we had Children's Lives Matter, because our children need help.
Are you willing to talk to me about my?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah?
Sure. I am live. Is that okay? Maybe you don't want that on there.
What I'm doing is it's a research study. I'm a doctoral student.
Oh, okay.
So I'm hoping to be a doctor of education.
Oh, great.
But for the last 3 years, we've been studying Black Lives Matter Plaza, and then this happened. So I'm out here again trying to talk to people and get perspectives.
You've been studying the plaza.
Yeah.
Now, can you tell me a little bit about the focus of the study?
Yeah. So what I would do is, if you're willing to do this, it's about 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
So I have to go, because this is a proper research study with the university, I have to go through a protocol with you because you have to consent. And if you don't consent, I can't use anything you say.
Right. So is that going to take my? I can give you my name.
No, I don't take your name or anything.
Okay. Very good.
But
Okay.
you do ask for a very short.
I know.
Very short.
I would walk this way if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a very short, 2-minute demographic online survey that I give you a QR code for at the end. And so that's the only information, but no names, no personal identifiers at all.
Okay, so I wouldn't be able to do the QR code because I am live streaming.
I can give it to you.
Okay, and I can do it after.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So what I have to do is go through this proper protocol though. So I'm with the University of Missouri St. Louis, and we're doing this. So you are invited to participate in this research study. We're looking at contested heritage. So in our view, contested heritage is any issue in the country that people have a lot of opinions about, have differing opinions about, care a lot about.
Okay.
An example is resistance. Like this place is really about resistance.
Well, let me ask you: do you really think that this was contested heritage? Because Black Lives Matter really stemmed out of. It's not a contested heritage.
Okay.
It was they were getting money.
And so my position is that I'm not making a statement about this particular
but
area.
UMSL actually feels though that this was a contested heritage.
Well, I wouldn't say that the university does, but we have experienced people having differing opinions about this place, and that's really what we're talking about.
Right, okay. So I'm sorry you missed the exchange that I had with this one gentleman because he didn't want to have a conversation. He wanted to yell at me that I am a colonist and it is my fault that that I enslaved his people, and it's like we have this kind of hatred and this kind of feeling of oppression still going on today, that I'm being blamed for something that happened 200 years ago, or not even 100 years ago. But we have more slavery going on today than we ever have with trafficking. With not just white slavery, everyone, doesn't matter. Modern. It's called trafficking. And so he didn't want to have that conversation. He wants to be angry.
And exactly what you're saying.
Okay, so this is where you are. Okay.
Is that different opinions.
Okay.
So our study involves face-to-face and online interviews conducted by us. We're doctoral students. That's me.
Okay.
I'm a
That's great.
student.
Okay, great.
And so we ask you to respond to open-ended questions about this site.
Okay.
And so it says 15 and 20, but it's probably going to be less depending on how much you say.
Okay.
So data recording, I'm not data recording. You are, but I'm not.
Yes, I am. I know. And I hope y'all can hear me. This is very interesting. Okay.
And so participant privacy, we protect your privacy. We're required to only get your consent if we're going to use anything that you say.
Okay.
In rare instances, a researcher must undergo an audit. I don't anticipate that, but I have to let you know that that's a possibility. So
An audit of what kind?
an audit of our work to see what we've done and who we've
okay.
and so on, and just to make sure we've done the right thing. We have institutional review board looking after us. We have a special letter that says we can do this.
Sure.
So it's just important.
Sure.
And risk and research rights. So there's a loss of confidentiality risk. Again, minimal, but the way that we respond in my dissertation or in a journal article that I write, I would use a pseudonym, or I would just say, someone I met, standing at Black Lives Matter Plaza, depending on how you refer to yourself.
Okay.
And the other thing about these heritage topics is, just like you said before, people have strong opinions, and sometimes that's painful for people, and they don't want to talk about it, and that's absolutely fine. You don't have to answer the question, so it's totally voluntary.
Okay.
And you can say, I'm done now, I need to go at any time.
Okay.
And you have the right to refuse to answer anything for any reason.
Okay, super.
And so now I'm going to ask you for verbal consent. These study results are going to inform future research. We're going to utilize them in our dissertation, in a scholarly journal article, etc., and to engage diverse audiences about contested heritage. And so I'm asking, would you provide verbal consent to participate?
Yes.
Thank you. Awesome. So then we have this. You may want to take a picture of that. This is our
you guys, we're doing a study here. I think everybody can hear me fine because I got my microphone on, so we're good as long as I didn't cover it up. So this is really interesting, and I'll be able to grab that later if I need it. Okay.
Yeah. No worries. So if you have any queries or register any, let's begin. So I have here five questions, right? Okay. Do you want to move a little bit away?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. It's going to bounce off of that building, so if we go right beyond the building, we'll probably be better.
Okay. Yep. No worries.
We'll just go up here to the corner.
Sounds good. So the first question.
There's our White House, y'all. Okay, first question.
First question is, what drew you to this
Isn't that
site
better?
today? Yes, much better.
Okay,
Thank you.
so
take notes verbatim of the site as best I can from what you're saying.
I am a citizen journalist, and my live streams have been politically motivated.
Politically motivated.
And conservative leaning. Mainly, and it's not necessarily that anyone's it has to be Republican. We're people who love our constitutional republic.
You were talking for others now.
My channel.
Our constitutional republic.
Yeah, and we want to see it preserved. Not just talking about the paper. And we've had strong opinions concerning Black Lives Matter. There was the summer of love, quote unquote, with Black Lives Matter burning and looting, and people were killed. Black Lives Matter organizations stole almost $80 million from their contributors. And then we found a plaza right in front of our White House named Black Lives Matter.
And then we found,
the Black Lives Matter Plaza in front of St. John's that they burned, that Black Lives Matter burned. In front of our White House and in front of St. John's Church. They name a street Black Lives Matter. It was intended to cause division
this is all what's drawing you to the site today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yep.
It was intended to cause division when most of us want to see unity. I've spoken to a lot of people across our United States of America because I went across the U.S. in the convoy and everything. And everyone I talked to, black, white, Mexican, Spanish, you name it, Chinese, Japanese, they want to see unity in our country. They want us all to be able to get along and see these old division issues stopped. Our government entities and bureaucrats want to keep it going. They want us divided.
Say it again, sorry.
You can say bureaucrats and billionaires want to see us divided. Majority want unity. So we're glad to see this thing going.
If someone asked you why come here today for this, what would you tell them?
This is a historic moment. It was an injustice. It was a spit in the eye of we the people as a whole. And again, because it causes division and not unity. Sayonara.
So they should, yeah. I'm not sure I spelled that, but sayonara. And so you would tell them to come to the site because it's a historic moment.
Yes.
And the background is it's an injustice and a spin.
Yes. Come and peacefully. I think it's a great place to come and peacefully have conversations. That's always my hope, is to have conversations with people. I don't always get them down here, but that's always my hope. Come here peacefully and have conversations. Find a common ground, like the children.
Find common ground, like the children.
Yes, Children's Lives Matter could bring everybody together. Thank you. Y'all know I can't tell anything but my truth. I get a lot of support and cheerleading here. I'm
nice to be supported.
Yeah, it is. I'm such a congenial, I'm a very compassionate individual. It's just kind of the way I'm wired. And I just hate seeing division. I hate seeing the violence. I hate seeing, people not realizing they're being tricked.
So the next question, you're kind of saying it now. I hate seeing division, did you say?
Yes.
Yeah. Is there anything about this site in particular, Black Lives Matter Plaza, that speaks to who you are as a person?
Because every life matters. And when I stated that at a protest once, people had a huge problem with that. And so who's behind saying every life doesn't matter? That's the trick.
And you say when you stated that at a protest,
oh my goodness, I got everybody's like, no, like what I said was so wrong. Y'all remember that? That was the ceasefire, one of the first ceasefire protests we went to.
So how does that speak to who you are as a person?
How can anybody say that any one life doesn't matter or any one color doesn't matter? How can anybody say that? It's disrespectful.
If someone told you that they don't like the site because it's about resistance, what would you tell them?
They should dig a little deeper. It's a power play. It's about control of we the people, which is all of us, no matter what color. We the people are all of us. And this was about control and power by hidden groups.
By
hidden groups.
Hidden
yes,
groups.
Yes. Even though if you look a little deeper, you can find out who they are very easily.
Okay. I'm just trying to understand. So they should. dig a little deeper to understand about what it's really about? And are you suggesting it's not about resistance, or
It's not about resistance. It's about a very small group of people who want control over all of us. They want to take our power away, keep us divided, and conquer us, basically, and steal our rights and our freedoms. Every one of us.
yeah, thank you. How do you tend to think about resistance as a concept?
I do believe that I am a member of a resistance. We're resisting those small group of individuals that want to control our lives, those groups that want to control our lives and take away our freedoms. So I am a resistance fighter. I am. I'm a peaceful resistance fighter.
Run over there.
Aren't they amazing on their bicycles? I would have broke my neck.
You said, I'm a peaceful resistance fighter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what does it mean to resist?
It means to push back against tyranny and oppression in all its forms. It means do your research.
Do your research.
And find out what's really going on. Look beyond the surface. I think we would have more people resisting the right things if people would do more research.
More people would be resisting the right things.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's a battle. It's a spiritual battle, straight up.
And what do you mean when you say it's a spiritual battle?
It's a spiritual battle. You can call it what you want. You can say God and the devil, or you can say good and evil. You can say the dark and the light. It is a spiritual battle.
You said good and evil.
Mm-hmm.
So is it? Yeah.
Yeah, you're in college. You better. I'm so sorry about that, really, but yeah.
Is there? Can I ask one more question? That's not on here.
No, sure.
So there's. I wonder what you're thinking about in terms of healing. Like, what can heal here?
Children's lives matter. Children's lives matter would be so healing. If we can't make this about a great Black American who's done so much to change our society and the way we think about things like Martin Luther King Jr., then let's make it about the children. Let's stop the division and put it on something important. Stop. How about end human trafficking? You know, if people are so focused on the Black slavery, let's focus on all of it. How about end human trafficking? But I think Children's Lives Matter would probably flow better on a sidewalk.
It's only slightly longer, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you'd like to share as far as resistance, contested heritage, this plaza, what you've experienced?
So
here?
I think the contested heritage is such an interesting phrase, and I'll be thinking about it for days. I can tell you that. That's how my mind works, because it's all of our heritage. All of ours. History is all of our, this is all of our American heritage, even. This is global heritage. The whole point that there's been slavery of any kind or oppression of any one people. This is a global issue, a human condition. So contested heritage, tear down, I guess it would mean if you're going to contest heritage, you're going to erase history. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting contested mixed up. I'm going to have to look up in my dictionary later, y'all.
Let me just make that. So when we say, I guess when we talk about contested heritage, we're not talking about heritage that is called contested. We're talking about heritage that people disagree on.
Right.
So the heritage itself is disagreed upon.
Oh, okay, right.
So
but how can? But still, it's like that's still beyond me. Okay, now I'm thinking in terms of what you're saying, and I'm still like, Why are we contesting it? It happened. You know, but let's talk about the very real things. Like, let's have prison reform, because we have a higher percentage of black males in our prison system they're not being given an equal opportunity to escape the conditions that bring them there. And so we need more opportunities. But it isn't just black males. There's also white males in prison. There's Mexican. There's Spanish. There's we're failing our youth. We could cut all of this crap out if we would put more into our children. It's just that simple, so contested heritage. I mean, you can't contest that somebody has a certain heritage. It's theirs. They have it. I'm a huge fan of soul food. I was raised in Atlanta, Georgia. I mean, there's good old Southern cooking, and then there's soul food. And I love it, and that's a black heritage. That comes from a black heritage. And it's fantastic. I was helped to be raised by a black woman, and she was my soft cushion in a crazy world, and her home was Grand Central Station in South Atlanta. And if you wanted to eat, you'd be there at 5:30 or you weren't fed, and things like that. And so that was part of her heritage, which I believe was a Southern black heritage. She spoke in Ebonics. That's another part of her heritage. You can't argue those things. You can't contest them. They are what they are. Do we have to complicate everything? I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, it's what you're saying is that people disagree about things that seem like, why are we disagreeing about?
Right. Embrace it. Enjoy it. How boring everything would be if everything was just like me. I'd be bored out of my mind. I'm not sure that's what God would choose for everything to be like anyway, He wants us all to be so different and unique. And I love that about all of us. So that's my thing. Yeah. I appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
I do.
It's wonderful to talk to you and hear your thoughts.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. I would love to hear yours, but I know that's not what you're doing today.
That's not what I'm doing.
I know.
I don't know. So is it?
Yes, I can put that. Well, is it okay? Because people may go to it. Does that matter?
Well, it does matter because it's only you.
Right.
It'll mess everything up.
Right. Okay. I can go to.
Can I take a picture of it and send it to you?
Yes. Yeah. You can send it to my email. Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that.
Actually, everybody knows my phone. They call me all the time. The opposition. We should have a whole study about them.
Yeah, this might not be as easy as I thought.
Sorry about the sun, you guys. Oh my goodness. Hey, Third. Great to see everybody in here. Thank you so much. This was really awesome. I'm glad I did it. Do you have a pen?
I do, but I'm not sure how that's gonna.
Just write down my email.
Oh, is
yeah.
that okay?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Just write down my email, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody has this, so it's GloryBee.
GloryBee.
BEES. At wait. Sorry, I always do this wrong. 2020 GloryBees 2022 at Gmail. You got it.
Okay, GloryBees as in Z.
Yep, you got it. Yep, right. Because it was Glory Be to God, but that was already taken.
Oh,
so now everything's about bumblebees now. But I still try to make it about God.
So that's awesome. So I will send you this information, and I'll provide this. What I just
in the subject line, just put the college letters and survey. Then I'll know it's from you.
UMSL survey.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I will do that. Yeah.
All right. Good luck.
So
okay. God bless you. Take care, hon. And good luck with your doctorate.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I hope to finish eventually.
Oh, that's great. My sister got hers. You can do it.
I keep trying.
Awesome. You're doing great. Oh, that was really interesting. I enjoyed it. I guess I enjoy anything that gives me the opportunity to talk about my feelings about things. I hope y'all didn't mind that. That was pretty awesome. Ooh, they're making big progress. I want a piece of the brick with the yellow on it. The letters. Ooh, it's noisy today. Goodness gracious. This is kind of making sparks, so I'm not going to get too close. The markets have you stressed? Oh no, I hope not. I hope the markets are doing well. They should be. So it is curious to me, like why they started up here, because it seems like this could have stayed. You know, I think this was the only part that was Good morning.
Yeah, they some of them
Some of the blocks are going to be reused, they said. I'm the foreman. Oh no, I hope not. God save America. Amen. Ooh, the breeze is coming right this way. Pave the bridges and repair the walls around the city. Well, this was apparently part of the deal. We'll have to look it up, but one of the locals said that basically Bowser had the option of giving up some millions for the road repairs or tearing this down. Do you hear different?
tearing it down.
So why this part though?
It's connected to it.
Because it's connected to it? Are they going to widen the road or put something else in? Don't know yet?
Don't know yet.
It happens quick around here anymore, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It does.
It's the mayor.
Yeah. Do you agree with this?
I don't like this at all, but
No.
she don't listen to.
Do you think we could have something that maybe brought us more together though? Do you think Americans would be up for that?
I don't know. We got to talk to the president, our president.
Right? I'd like to see children's lives matter.
Yeah, that would be nice, but I mean, a lot of times it's up to that man. They wanted him in the chair.
Yeah, but we the people. They have to listen to us.
They ain't gonna listen to us anyway.
They have to. Now, don't take that attitude. I want you to call him tomorrow. I want you to call. I'm serious. You're allowed to call the White House. I want you to call him and let him know how you feel about it.
I can express my prayers, and everybody can express their feelings, but is that gonna do anything?
Well, you can then you now here's the problem in DC. If you live in DC, then you don't have your representatives, and that's kind of a problem. But it doesn't mean you can't hit the others up and let them know what you, or Mayor Bowser, and let her know what you like and what you don't like. I don't think she listens to anyone but her girlfriend. I think she listens to Stacy. That's
she
it.
Listen to people that's about some money or the restaurant.
Yeah.
My belief is you have to stop crime. You have crime in the city all over.
It's so bad.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
What you worry about restaurants and bike lanes and all that? That's not important. The killings was important. You don't think about that. You don't think about that.
We all agree about that.
She
all
didn't
of
never
us.
think about that. When you had the other mayor, he was all about the city.
Yeah.
But
It's really going to hell in a handbasket.
yeah, it's going to what it is right now, she don't really care.
I wish people would stop voting for her.
I wish to stop voting for her.
Yeah, I live in Annapolis, so I don't have a say, but
Right.
I don't know how she keeps making it. I really don't.
Well, I'm gonna say that to undercover is the people. You know what I mean?
Because we the people can make a difference. If everyone comes together in DC about what they don't like about Mayor Bowser, you can probably get her out of there.
Yeah, true.
You know, so that's the
They've been
same.
trying though. They've been
Yeah.
trying to do it to get her out of there.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they like what she's doing with the stores and the restaurants and all that old stuff that really it matters. But
That's bougie.
Yeah.
That doesn't put my meal on the table.
Exactly.
Puts it on your table, not
They put
mine.
it on her table, but she
That's
always
right.
get a meal on her
That's
table.
why I don't go out to eat. I can't afford it.
As of right now, it's gonna
Yeah.
be so tight with this thing with the kids. It's gonna be so tight. It's job losing, people it's gonna be tight for everybody.
Yeah. Well, I would like to see us all. I feel like, unfortunately, the BLM organization itself was created to cause division amongst us. You know, and I really do, and I do believe that that's what it did.
Yeah, it is.
And when I talk to individuals across the country, like I have the last 4 years, we all want to be together. None of us agree with that.
No, not at all.
And so if our government would get their hands out of our friendships, we're going to be all right.
You know what? That president goes past everybody. He's not going to Congress or nothing. I hate to say that because a lot of times people voted for that man. So when you vote for a person, and if people didn't listen to him before he got in the chair, he said he's going to take over everything. Nobody listened to that man.
Well, I don't know. It's going to be curious to see if he can.
You didn't hear that. You didn't hear that, did you? You didn't listen to that, did you?
I did hear you. You said they weren't listening to him
did you hear
before,
me?
saying that he was going to take over everything.
Right.
I missed that part. Not when you said it, but I missed that because what I do feel like is he said he was going to clean the swamp before when he was in the presidency, and that's what I see happening now. And that's what I want to happen. I want less federal hands on each of our individual lives.
Right.
Because they're causing the division. They want to control us. They want to take away our freedoms, and none of us want that.
No.
So let's hope that that's what he's going to continue to do. It sure looks scary right now for everyone. I know that, but
I think a lot of times the president is the wrong president having
like every time, maybe.
the wrong person to have a chair. I mean, you don't take welfare. You don't take people not getting when they're older. They what's the name of that word?
The Social Security.
All that. That's not a president either. You don't do that to people like that.
Well, did you see that they had supposedly found like $1 trillion had been swindled from the Social Security?
Right.
So that's the part about cleaning up the swamp.
Right.
So more is going to be revealed for all of us. I pray that he's doing the right thing for all of us. I really do. But don't forget, we still have a bigger voice than the president. All of us together have a bigger voice. They work for us. That's right.
As long as we have him.
Because you said it, as long as we all stick together. But things like the initial BLM organization were meant to divide us, and so many other organizations. And so that's their plan. They don't want us to come together.
No.
But we want to come together.
Guess what? What president ever did this besides him?
I think he is. I think he's raised the bar. I think he's raised the bar.
That man is a rich person. We're average people out here trying to make it. We have spoons now. We don't.
You don't think he's in touch with the average American? No.
The person, I don't like the person like that. You don't do that to black people out there. You don't take government jobs stop them people that work hard and get on the job forever. You don't do that to people if you don't care.
Well, now for people like me and you though, he's creating jobs, bringing the chip manufacturing in and the car manufacturing back, and the copper mining and the coal mining, that's coming back, and that's for we the people. That's the average American.
Yeah, but we still gotta look at the people that were working for the government and all this stuff.
Yeah.
We just an average person, and I don't think that president should be in the take over everything that people work on.
Well, I hope they were working hard. The ones that are losing their jobs, I hope they were. It'd be awful nice to sit on my keyboard in a nice comfy chair all day. It doesn't work that way for most of us. Well, thank you for talking to me, though. I appreciate you. I do. Y'all stay safe out here. This is going to be a big job.
We're going to be here for a while.
Yeah, I think so. I heard they're going to reuse some of the bricks and stuff. I wouldn't. No, just getting rid of it.
I don't know what they're going to do with it.
It looks like a mess. I don't know how that could be reused, but you never know. You take care, honey. Thank you for talking to me. So all of it's coming up, he said. All of this guy's coming up. Oh, we got trolls. And nobody's really sure like what's going to be in its place yet. See, now I'd like having a conversation. That man was willing to have a conversation. I'm grateful for that. And he did start talking to me first. Thank you very much. At least the way I remember it anyway. They had the doors open to the church a little bit ago. I wonder if we could go in there. So here's the huge affront, you guys. Is it? This is Black Lives Matter. Was Black Lives Matter Plaza? Okay, this right here. This church has sat there for well over 100 years, I believe, maybe longer. And Black Lives Matter group burned it, trying to burn it down, caused extensive damage on it, and then they put a Black Lives Matter Plaza in front of it. It was a spit in the eye. That's what it was. Oh, they have police at the church. I guess they're going to try to keep people out. Hey, you're fine. No, you're fine. Mine just keeps going. Tell me to move. Nadine thinks Trump is trying to erase Black Lives Matter or the black people, and that's not the case. That's not the case. No one can make me believe that. Oh, Sarge is here. It would be more cost effective to paint over the letters. I agree. They must have a plan. I don't know. you're right, they are. They're taking out the poles. Maybe they're going to widen the street. It is a crazy thing to cut through here when you're trying to get somewhere sometimes. That's for sure. So, in case y'all didn't notice, Nadine still got her Luigi hat on. So, Chatty Chatter is a troll. If somebody would like to get rid of her for me, that'd be great. Hi, Jericho. No, they're not raised. It's strictly painted on. So, as you can see, they're not raised. Yep. I mean, as much as any paint on a crosswalk or anything would be. Hey, what do you think? You don't like it? No. Means more money for their roads, though. I know, pray for her, Julie. Yeah, pray for her. She definitely has the derangement syndrome. Most definitely. Here, come on. Can't be this close to the White House and not go up closer. Gotta get more steps in. We got a lot of steps in yesterday, that is for sure. That was big fun. More fun than I could have expected. So the cherry blossoms are starting to get little buds on them. So we'll have beautiful cherry blossoms again soon. Only not as many as there were last year on the tidal basin. Biden ordered a whole lot of them taken down, supposedly for root rot. So this is was the scene of many of the ceasefire protests and a whole lot of graffiti on our monuments last summer. And of course, the man with the gun that was shot was, last I heard, still in the hospital, and nobody was sure what his condition was in. they thought there was a possibility that he was suicide by cop, suicide by police intention. All right, that looks beautiful. I don't see anybody on the roof, so I wonder if Trump is still in at Mar-a-Lago. He was down there this weekend. That's a beautiful song for today. It was pretty, wasn't it, Julie? Oh my goodness. Let's go on this side. I'm not sure which part of St. John's was burned by BLM, or if it was just random points around the church, but it caused a lot of damage.
China already had like 900 million people, and Tibet had like.
It's a beautiful day. Oh, I don't know, Terramount. I don't follow that. A very intelligent young man who seems bent on self-destruction. That's all I have to say about that. Sad. Isn't it pretty? Oh, he came back last night? Huh. I didn't see anybody up there. One of the tripod setups that's up there. Protestant Episcopal. It was completed in 1816. Every president of the United States since James Madison has attended service here, and the Black Lives Matter movement nearly got this burned down. And you can go to the website. The website is www.stjohns.dc.org. So glad they were able to restore it. It's very pretty. So when I came down here, I did put Black Lives Matter Plaza in the GPS or Google Maps, and it did bring me here. It still showed up. And then we still have Black Lives Matter Plaza sign up. I would imagine that's going to be coming down soon.
That's all you're doing.
I always say.
Thanks, Wyoming girl. This is going to be a long project. How many days do you think? A lot of days? Yeah. Yeah, a lot of days. I don't know why we would do that. God rides a Harley. That's too funny. Bye-bye.
Nice guy, but he made a big fucking mistake. And the people in charge of this, you know, he can't make a decision.
I know what it is like.
He fucked.
See ya, hon.
He fucked.
Oh, bless you. Thank you, Pastor Carl. Number 624. Oh, Romans 15:13 for you and everyone. Romans 15:13.
My New Yorker sensibility. Power?
Okay, so like the man said, this is going to be going on for days. But it's a grand start. Because they still have this whole portion down here too. So this is a good project. It's going to take a little while. They started at the closest end to the White House.
They're taking this out?
Yeah, it was that or lose money financing for Mayor Bowser for some of the DC streets. Millions. So I'd like to see children's lives matter. I think that'd be nice. Something we can all come together on. Have a good day. Thank you. This is the Lives part.
Is that why the road is closed over there?
Yeah, so
Taking off the paint?
Black Lives Matter, the whole, they're taking out these two. I think they're probably going to widen the road, but they're not giving us a plan really. But Black Lives Matter Plaza is no more, so it's being taken out. Have a good day. Thank you. So, BLA. C. K. That was a Jewish man that asked me if what they were doing. L. I. V. E. S. So they started with the block closest to the White House, but what do you want to bet that people have something to say about the fact that they started with Matter? Oh my goodness. I think that by doing this, I think President Trump is letting us all know that all lives matter, and including Black lives. Is Wizzy in here? What's up, Wizzy? Praying you're doing well. I just don't see it becoming WYSIWYG Plaza, though. I really don't. Maybe GloryBee. So I don't know, what do y'all think? What do most of y'all think? Black Lives Matter group tries to burn down St. John's Episcopal Church, where every president has sat in service since oh goodness, I said it earlier. So they decide to make it Black Lives Matter Plaza. I think it was intended absolutely to be a spit in everyone's eye and cause division, and that is certainly what it did. Okay, well, it would have been nice to see WYSIWYG. Whew, after all that walking yesterday, you guys, that's it. I can't do it anymore. And I even took some ibuprofen. My goodness. Oh, my lower back is screaming. But we had to come down here and see this. We had to do it. Whew. When I heard they were starting today, I was like, that's it, let's go. Got to go. Oh, hello, Light Bean. Welcome. Thank you, everybody, for being here. hit that like button for me. It helps. It helps. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. That helps too. Hang on, I'm going to get you all on the dashboard. We're going to get in shape, y'all. Could you hear me okay? Because I think I had my microphone working this time, but I don't know. We'll see. More will be revealed about that too. All right, with 15 minutes to spare, I'd pay for parking. Did I pack us snacks? I had a piece of Lebanon bologna and some cheese on 2 ends of bread. I threw that in the cooler just in case. No ice cream. Man, I gotta get in shape, y'all. I'm telling you, this is out of control. I can't use quitting smoking as an excuse anymore. I need to be able to get in my summer clothes, and I'm not at this point. So I've got the microphone on. Does it make a difference? Does it make a difference? Did it make a difference? What do you think? I have no idea what I'm doing with that. Too sharp? Is it too sharp, Parte? Because that's annoying. I would hate to have been doing that the whole time. There it goes in a little case. So awesome. That was a nice gift from one of our bumbles who loves us. Just a slight Pamela G wins. That's funny. You got points for that one. All right. And if I leave it on and I close it up in that box, does it sound like I'm in a coffin? If you can hear me muffled from inside of a box somewhere. That would be so weird. Pretty funny though. So great to see some people in the chat that I haven't seen in a while. Good to see everyone. So the plan is to head down to back down to the disaster areas to check on the projects down there that we've been a little bit involved with, and with the donations that came in and the water filtration systems. We're going to go check on Bill's family in Bumpus Cove, Tennessee, and on the Buffalo Disaster Relief and the Buffalo View Motel. They're having an event at the end of the month on the 29th, and some of the other see what's been going on with the tiny homes, and just do a overall check, see how much they've cleared out of the Swananoa River, because the last I heard was that there were big machinery was being removed from the river there, and so I wonder if it's still coming from inside of the box. Maybe I'm inside the box. Let's make sure I turned it off. Oh, I have the air going on too on the dashboard because it's really hot and the phone is going to heat up. Let's see.
Radio. Imagine waking up to the big...
I'll plug y'all into the... I thought I turned it off. Yeah, I think it's off. Patriot Knight from Texas. 1776 Media sent you. Oh, thank you. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. That's awesome. Big D and Hippie and I, we've traveled the country together. So thank you for joining us. Oh, I was going to plug this in. We're in lovely Washington, D.C., right near where the shooting was the other night. As of before I left the house, there still wasn't a report on the condition of the man that was shot. And the last I heard was that he might have been a possibly that he was possibly suicidal. You just got spoiled with the lapel mic? Oh, maybe I should put it back on then. I'll put it back on. So it was working. That's great. Okay, good. Now we know it was working. Let's do it again. But it wasn't too tinny for most of y'all. Yeah, Trump wasn't even there. No, he was in Mar-a-Lago this weekend. You can hear me. All right. Well, I'll keep it on. If it's annoying, y'all let me know because this is only like the third time I've really tried it. I guess it matters which way it's leaning. Yeah, okay, so I have the mic on again. Oh, thank you, Emery. Okay, great. Whoa, and we have volume. Oh, is it too much, Jerry? Let me know if it's too much. All right, that's enough of me. Let's turn this around. Let's go cruise the tidal basin. Jerry says, whoa. All right. Well, that might be good too, because then you can hear me over the air conditioning, the most expensive phone cooler there. Oh, they parked right up on me. I'm just going to push them out of the way. Lots of people sitting outside, y'all. It's so nice out. It's over 60 degrees. Let's move it a bit further away. I don't know how to turn down the gain, Parte Bonza. All right, I'm going to move it further down. Yeah, I'd probably have to go on the computer to do that, wouldn't I? Let me get out of this parking spot. Boom. Not the most agile. It's a big bus, y'all. Ooh, glad they didn't park behind me. Oh, no. Gulf of America. America. Tess, can y'all see me? I'm invisible. Shh. All right. Why isn't this working? This is probably a big mistake this time of the day, but we're gonna do it anyway. Try to hit the tidal basin. Oh. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, I moved the speaker down. Is that better? And like, you're an amazing patriot. I love you. Pamela G, what are you looking at? Are you looking at my my Facebook? My personal page Facebook? That's my biker photos. Been a few years. Oh no. That's one way. Beep beep. Because sometimes this computer thing works in the car. I'm trying to get to my GPS. An external mic is connected. Yes, it is. What does that have to do with my GPS? Oh, it GRA. Oh. I'm a motorcycle chick. Phone ready. Why won't it let me do this? Settings. Phone. Apps. I know, it was GRA. God Rides a Harley. That's a really interesting book. I had a friend in recovery, one of my friends in recovery with me, excuse me, gave me that book to read. And it was interesting. No left turn except buses. Oh no. This is how you wind up going over bridges and paying you didn't want to pay. We're taking the long route. I'm choking on a mint. Sorry about that. I didn't bring my water pack with me, so I popped. Then I choked on it. All right, where is my... Turn that on. Excuse me. Okay, sorry about that. I didn't think y'all needed to hear me sneezing and coughing. Shoot. Okay, so this is one of the other things that I wanted to look at today, because I heard that Trump is getting rid of the the tents around the encampments. So here's one of the tent encampments here. I'm not sure which ones they've gotten rid of, but apparently they're on borrowed time. I think that it would be good if I think it would be good if Trump let the American people know what is happening to the displaced individuals that are in the tent encampments. I think that would be really good. Because that's gonna be a point of contention if we're not familiar with. I'm gonna go. Thanks. Okay. I was letting everybody out there, and then I needed to go. Because there should be a better situation for our homeless than tents. I mean, this is America, for goodness sakes. We should have better housing situation for people to help them get the mental health services that they need, or the job skills, or whatever their needs are. We should have better system for that than tents in the middle of the city. So I would like to know more about what their intentions are of after getting rid of the tents for the homeless. Well, this is the District of Columbia. So if they file taxes, they will get $5,000 to get going. Are we all getting $5,000 for filing taxes? Because then I could pay off my back taxes that I make payments on every month. That would be nice. When I say I pay my taxes every year, I mean I set up more payments, actually. But I do file every year. And I do pay them, just slowly. They get more money out of me off of fees and stuff, though. For paying in payments. I hope that system gets improved. You know? Oh my goodness, what is happening? That is the craziest road I've ever been on down here. That was weird. That was a very strange intersection. All right, we're in the right direction. There's the Washington Monument. Well, I am definitely a taxpayer. Yeah, you guys, I keep track of my miles. I keep all of my gas receipts for business expense and everything. This is business, you know, my live streaming. And what is happening? You guys, I really want my GPS. I really do. I was just on this road. Oh my God, no turn on red. Okay. I really want my GPS, and it just will not come up for some reason. All of my jewelry sales. It all goes on my taxes. Okay, we're back on track again. There's the monument. Yep. Got to pay on I actually have a few small investments too. I pay taxes on those because I get very, very small dividends, very small, but I don't think everyone should, but it's fun playing a little bit of the stock market. I've had these for years. They don't pay much, but it's fun. I guess it is kind of gambling. Yeah, it is gambling. You can never tell when people are parked or if they're going to actually drive on the road or not. I'm thinking about it, Patriot Night. I think you're talking about the normal deduction. Or what everybody was saying about what Elon Musk was said could be a possibility. What do you think should happen with the over $1 trillion stolen from the American people? I think I inhaled a lot of dust over there too. What do you think? It was a little dusty. That machinery was pretty cool. Got it. Thank you, Patriot Night. Livestock and trucks. Well, I'll be glad when we get this baby on the road again at the end of the month, y'all. If anyone wants to help contribute to expenses for that, it's always greatly appreciated. We're getting out and about more again. There is a bill to eliminate the IRS. That'd be amazing. We were never intended to do federal taxes anyway. Invest in that. Invest in eliminating the IRS. All right with me. I mean, that's why we broke away from the England in the first place. Was overtaxation without representation. Yes, it probably would raise state taxes, because one of my questions, if Donald Trump gets rid of Obamacare, or if he did get rid of Obamacare, I'm not sure if what I saw the other day was from his first 4 years in presidency or just recently, but I thought it was recent. I thought it was like this past week that he said Obamacare is done. And the only problem with that would be the elimination of the Medicaid expansion, because that's helped a lot of people to get recovery that they couldn't afford to get into rehab before. We were able to sign up a lot of people for Medicaid to get them started and get them medical care right away that they needed terribly because they had been ignoring their health. When you're chasing your next one, you don't you know, you don't take care of your health. So, oh no. I should have gone right back there. Oh, goodness. Tariffs will pay for taxes. Yeah, that'd be good. Why can't I go right here? Why? Ugh. One way. Oh, and then the mic just disconnected. Oh, because it's Bluetooth. The Bluetooth's going in and out. That's why. So one of the things I did as a recovery coach was to help get the paperwork filled out and help the clients stay on Medicaid to get the number so they could get their medication if they needed it, get into rehab and get that started if they needed it. Get different things, appointments starting to be taken care of. Whoop. Like dental, and it was always a really awesome thing too when someone who had lost their teeth, like a lot of their teeth, to street fighting and drugs, and to see them get new dentures or just brighten their mug up. Oh my goodness, it was such a beautiful thing. It made all the difference in the world for their confidence. And Medicaid helped with that as well because it's got the some of the dental benefits. So what is it saying? I don't know. I want to go over here. I don't know if I was allowed to, but that's what I did. Don't stay on what we all have been used to. Yeah, I mean things have got to get better. They've got to change. That's right, because we were on our it was the demise of our country. No question about that. We've been on a slow demise. And that's what people don't understand about Black Lives Matter Plaza. They don't get it. They don't understand and have never dug deeper than just the surface to find out what it was all about. And it was not about Black Lives Matter. It was about all of your puny little lives don't matter. All of you, all of us. That's the way the deep state and dark organizations feel about us. Our lives don't matter. They're to be controlled by them. And that is what that BLM was intended to do. It was to cause division, because they don't want us all coming together. They don't want us to unify, because then they would not be able to stand there. Oh, it's really grand, isn't it? Cemetery. Boy, it got hazy. $30 miles an hour. I'm not getting a ticket. Of a documentary down here at the Women's Museum, Women's History Museum, and it looks very, very interesting. Later this month. So that's Arlington Cemetery straight in front of us. I want to check on the cherry blossoms because they're starting to bud a little bit. Here, we'll go ahead and go down here too. We'll go down here and turn around. Or it could be, I wonder if the metro goes through there. BLM land out west that the government set aside as BLM land makes you wonder. Crafting with Crafty Sue, that's interesting. I never put that. That's the Bureau of Land Management. God bless you. Good for you for catching that, though. That's the Bureau of Land Management. That's awesome. So this is the... I've really been curious. Oh, this is so scary. Yeah, you scared me too. Anyway, this is all surrounded with cherry blossoms, and no, they're not blooming yet, but you can start to see the green leaves are coming out on them. Oh. So probably just a couple more weeks. But over here, oh, they took out so many. Where they're doing, see where the cranes are, there's construction going on, and yeah, there's a whole lot of center. And boy, you want something horrible in the traffic, be anywhere near the Kennedy Center during rush hour. Oh, it's a mess. Alrighty, y'all still with me, or did the chat freeze? I'm thinking the chat froze. Somebody say something. I've got a solid signal in there. Oh my goodness. I wonder what they're doing. That's the Jefferson Memorial. Look at all this construction. What a mess. Oh no. Blossoms here. Perhaps they're working to raise it. Yeah, I don't know. Perhaps they're working to raise it. Yeah, I don't know. If I remember correctly, there was some erosion going on, and then that was part of the problem with the cherry trees too, is that they were getting saturated monuments. You know, because there are a lot of people in the United States, not the majority, I don't think, but a lot of people who have a problem with Jefferson because of the slaves at why can't I think of his home's name? Monte Cristo. No, that doesn't sound right. Oh my goodness, my memory, you guys, it just fails me when I want it. So over there you've got that's the wharf. Let's go over here. Makes me want to get some clam chowder. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank you. It never has enough clams in it though. Oh, and then it said no sound. Yeah, we were buffering in and out. Yeah, they've got a barge over there with people working on it too. Right. So that was interesting to see all that. Have to look up and see what they're doing. So did y'all hear that there was a problem with some erosion and the roots of the cherry blossoms getting root rot? Right, swamp problems, having buffering in DC. So I'm not going to stay alive too much longer. I've got to get home and get some laundry done. But boy, this was great to get out. The destruction of Black Lives Matter Plaza. This is a good thing. I think it was an affront to my senses when I first saw it and heard about it. And right there in front of St. John's, the Black Lives Matter group tried to burn down. Oh, well, let's make a plaza for them. They really, really wanted to destroy our country, you guys. These deep state stuff. I'm praying that President Trump is successful in eliminating the deep state from existence with Elon Musk and J.D. Vance, Vice President Vance, and all the rest of them, that they're able to get rid of the junk. So I love y'all. I pray that you have a beautiful day. And we're back over here. I'm going to go and get some laundry done. And then I will see y'all. I'm going to have another auction very, very soon this week because I need to raise funds to get down to the disaster relief areas. If anybody would like to contribute to the expenses, it's always welcome. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. It all helps. And I will see y'all on the next live stream. Yes, erase history. Exactly. I think that whole movement stood for the destruction of our country. Glory be to God. Have a glorious evening, and I will see you soon. Thank you all so much for joining me.